To follow up on that, what made FedEx interested in getting involved with the Hedera Council?
We realized that we could build the technology, but it was beyond just a technology discussion. And, we learned that digital supply chains don't just scale by adding more technology. They scale when trust scales. And so I don't want to go past what I think is an obvious statement, but the future of global supply chains is digital. And so let me just hit a hard line in the sand on my response on that one, which is we now have 3,000 years or so of trade, right? Starting with a canoe across a river, but you had a proxy of trust that owned the canoe that was separated from supply and demand, from you and me. We had a middle person there. Well, that's only grown over hundreds and thousands of years to the point where now it may take a couple of dozen documents, hard paper documents, to get something around the world. And we've reached the point where global supply chains, the speed and the complexity of that, have simply moved past the ability for paper to keep up with that. And so that, combined with where the technology is right now, allows us to say the future of global supply chains is digital. Once we digitize, now we can move things at essentially light speed, the speed of data, compared to what we've had for all of civilization. Again, this is kind of a once in a civilization moment where the rearview mirror is paper and papyrus and clay tablets and what got us here. And the windshield is essentially digits, right? Digital, ones and zeros. And the ability to capture that and to move it through these very complex systems, machine learning and AI and everything else that can do that, analytics and optimization, that's what's right in front of us. So the timing of this is not coincidental. We really think we're at this inflection point from that point of view. And so back to the reference I made, which is, digital supply chains scale when trust can scale. So this is really about trust. Most shipment data should stay within company systems, but there's a handful of, a small number of key facts that are going to have to be shared and trusted across many parties. And we think Hedera offers a neutral way to support that shared trust. And we wanted to help shape how that infrastructure evolves.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and drop your thoughts in the comments.